Hello, guys. Dr. Towns here with Coach Ed, and it has been a while, and I missed doing this, so I want to make sure I do this, and this is the perfect time. We are close to about 30 days before move-in date, and this is going out to, of course, the student, the freshman, college student after 12 years. That's a long time. After 12 years and either waiting for this moment or 12 years and not knowing if this moment will ever be for you, guess what? It is. This is your moment. This is your time. This is your opportunity to show family, but most importantly, show you that you can do it. Is it going to be easy? Some days are going to be easier than others, but the final analysis that you gave it your all and that you did all you were supposed to do. Let me just take a few minutes to give you a few things that you should make sure that is done, because this is either 30 plus days or under 30. And just look at it this way. In about 4 to 6 weeks, you're going to be leaving your home. You're going to be leaving your family. You're going to be going to another city, another state, another environment. That's going to be totally foreign to you. And the expectation is that you will adapt quickly, you will engage yourself, you will put forth every opportunity to succeed. So let me just go over a few things just to make sure that you may have done these things already, but I want to make sure that when you get to campus, it's a smooth process. What's included in that? And for sure, and I'm quite sure you're going to have to go through some stage with a financial aid. The institution, I was there for almost 20 years. We had the same system, and it got bogged down sometimes because, and that's a give and take situation where the information is sent out to the parents, to the student, whoever, and they sit on it. And then when you come to campus, then you got to go through that process again. You got to accept the financial aid. That's a process. So I would advise you to, before you hit campus, make sure that you have accepted all the financial aid that's been presented to you. You have completed any paperwork that's needed. But more than anything else, you understand the finances of going to college. What do I mean by that? What I mean by that is you should have already gone through the financial aid process. You should already know how much money to expect every semester. You should also know, does this grant and aid or does this financial aid cover the whole tuition cost? It's just that simple. And what it does not cover, you are expected to cover that part, either the parent or the student, one or the other. Financial aid doesn't matter, who's going to cover it, but in most cases they want a zero balance at the end of the semester. So, for instance, if you get $10,000 in financial aid, but the tuition is $16,000, so doing the math, you're going to have to pay $6,000 in however way, credit card, cash, check, whatever, by the end of each semester. Otherwise, that could really impact your staying in college, especially going into your upper years, sophomore and junior and senior year. But make sure you understand, your tuition costs and how much you have to pay. If there's a payment plan available to you, take it if needed. Make sure you're registered for all your classes. A lot of institutions, a lot of the larger ones, they prefer to have the student do their schedules. They will send you the courses that your major requires, and then they kind of guide you and help you. But the advisors are there to help along the way. And some of the smaller institutions, there may be advisors on hand who already have done your schedule, just a matter of tweaking a few things here and there. Another thing that I would make sure right? And you must, oh my gosh, you must make sure your housing information is done. Is done. So I would really go back and check these things over the next 2 weeks or so, because the closer it gets to August, then it's D-Day. It's all about traveling. It's all about packing and traveling and getting down the road so you can begin this process. So make sure your housing information is, a lot of times there's a housing fee. You got to make sure that you have paid that fee. Otherwise, you will not be able to get into your room. So make sure you have done that. Also, you may want to check in if you haven't already. If you know who your roommate is going to be, you may just want to check in and say, look, I'm going to come in this day, this time, look forward to seeing you, blah, 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 that sort of thing. Again, the schedules, you need to make sure that's done. If there are some other things that you should have by now, you should have your student email for the institution. You should have a good idea of what technology you're going to be using, either Blackboard, whatever is going to be used in the classroom. Get some idea about that. Check the student portal on an ongoing basis. Check the student portal and your student email every day. Every day. Why so? Because there's always information coming out from the university. There's always information coming out from your advisor. Some just FYI type things, but always get in the habit of checking your email. And maybe a good thing, you check it once in the morning, you check it at lunch, and then you check it in the afternoon. That way you captured if there's anything you missed any of the other times. Make sure. Now, this is just a tidbit of information you may want to do. You may need to know your advisor's name. Look back at some emails. I'm quite sure you've gotten an email or two from your advisor, and you have no idea how important this person is going to be in your life, especially your first year. So make sure you have either responded to emails coming from your advisors. Make sure you understand, you know what their names, you know where they are, that sort of thing. Also, these people will also be able to help you with locating tutoring services, as well as peer mentor services. So make sure you understand where these people are and that sort of thing. If there's a wellness or a medical issue, make sure you understand where the student center is for health-related things. It could be prescriptions, and let's talk about prescriptions. If you've been on medication where you are for a number of years, you will have to get your physician to send that prescription to the local CVS or the local Walgreens or whatever the drugstore, the pharmacy is close to your students, you're close to the dorm in campus. Also, make sure you are current on immunizations. That is a biggie. And ever since COVID, it hasn't been as much of a problem, but these are some of the things you need to, and you probably heard of it or saw it on the application. Make sure you're taking these immunizations. They're already done. If not, you got about 30 days. All right. Pack a light, basic first aid kit. You just never know when you're going to need it. Make sure you have access to, make sure, let's say, each institution will have different cash machines that you can go to, so that you may be okay instead of creating a whole new bank account, unless you want to. But just make sure you know what those things are. A lot of times, I don't think they're going to be in the classroom, but in like the student center, that's where you may find, if you need some cash, that's where you may find these machines. Also, make sure, let's do a technology test. Make sure you got a laptop, make sure you got your charger, make sure you got your phone charger, make sure you got flash drives, make sure you got headphones, a surge protector, and just those things will help you make sure you show that you're ready for school. Guys, just things that, what you're going to learn, you're going to be amazed at how things are going to go quickly between now and when you show up. It's going to be exciting, but it's going to be nervous all at the same time. So, guys, just prepare for it. I am excited for you. I think I posted if I didn't, I will. posted a flyer regarding this, but if I didn't, I will, so that you can just get the gist of it. Guys, I'm so proud of you. You should be proud of yourselves. Mom and dads, I know you're all emotional right now, probably more so than your child is, and that's right. That's understandable. You have spent 18 years preparing them from this moment, or you have wished for this moment, and now you're here. Guys, take full advantage of this opportunity. This is going to be an amazing journey for you, and I wish you the best of luck. We're going to pray for you. Me, ma, grandma, uncle, aunts. This really, we're going to be your prayer warriors all through this ordeal. But just stay vigilant, guys. It will all work out once you get to campus and it makes sense. Got any questions? Send me a text, send me an email to coachedsolutions@gmail.com. Guys, I thank you so much. Good luck, guys.